Good afternoon, Dr. Tabish Hashmi. Thank you so much for your time. It is an honor to interview you today.
Thank you so much.
Sir, could you take us back to the beginning? What inspired you to start writing?
So your question was that what inspired me to begin my journey of writing. Though I cannot exactly say that what inspired me to write, and neither I don't think that I am of that kind of writer who has been inspired by some important incidents of life. But it is true that from the very beginning it was my passion, and I had started writing probably when I was in class 12. So from there I started my journey, but I think while I reached to post-graduation level, so by that time I was to a certain extent, by that level you may say that a perfection has already reached. The incident I am referring here is about my post-graduation, and a day when one of my colleague, she is a professor in Patliputra University, Patna, Divya, she came to me and said that we want to write for the university magazine. So I said, okay then. I wrote a piece of writing there. It was, later on it became very famous, and it has been published twice. So the title of that writing was Damsel in Distress. Although it was a kind of love story, a romantic story. But still, I think that by that time I was not aware of that romance, but I have written, I don't know from where I got the inspiration. But later on, while I wrote this one, I have been called by the HOD, Professor Surendra Gopal, and he said to me, don't waste your time in writing, though it is a good piece of writing, but I expect that you should be an IAS rather than indulging into this kind of thing. So that was my first one. And thereafter, I started writing. I was writing from the very beginning, small pieces of writing, poetry also, because I am knowing many languages. I mean Urdu, English, Persian, Arabic also. So while I was appearing for the civil services by that time, and obviously this, attachment towards the opposite sex was one of the reasons that what inspired me. But gradually this turned into, the romanticism turned into what you call a kind of tragedy. And the tragedy inspired me more about writing this kind of thing. For example, when I have been excluded from the civil services, finally I have been excluded. I appeared for twice in the interview. And when I had written by that time a wonderful poetry that was published, and for that I got the 5,000 prize money also from Government of India in Pasban magazine that was published. And the title of this poetry was Meri Amma. So few lines for your, how you take it, it is up to you. But that was, मेरी अम्मा मैं तुम्हें क्या बताऊं कि कैसी है ज़िंदगी मेरी, सुबह होती है शाम होती है मंजिल फिर भी ज़िंदगी से दूर होती है, मेरी अम्मा मैं तुम्हें क्या बताऊं कि कैसे. Last two lines only. So lastly I wrote in this poetry itself, काश मेरा बचपन फिर मुझको लौट आता, वो मुस्कुराहटों का सिलसिला लौट आता, कुछ तो ज़िंदगी के आसार रवनमा होते, सेहरा में फिर आबशारों का गुमा होता. It is a poetry in which you can sense melancholy of my life, sadness of my life, aloofness of my life, where I have been finally, after many years of my preparation, excluded from the civil services. So I think that I should be, even to my grave, I should be a student. I want to carry these memories of my life throughout. So I started my career in a school as teacher. Thereafter I became the vice principal of DPS, and thereafter the principal of DPS and DAV Public School. Lastly I have joined Patna Muslim High School, which is a very prestigious school that was inaugurated by Mahatma Gandhi in 1921. So I was the principal of that very school, and besides all that, I worked with the Times of India. I was the pioneer in Delhi. I worked with the Penguin India Limited, and finally, you may say, I was also associated as consultant in the World Bank on a program that was titled as Enhancing Teacher Effectiveness in Bihar Operation, that was focusing on the teacher effectiveness in training colleges. And thereafter, I did my PhD and other things. I was the research fellow of Patna University also. So thereafter, I came to the pure academic field, And I started my journey from Patna University, then Patliputra University, then TIS Guwahati I have joined, and finally right to this destination. I don't know where my final destination will be, but my journey is still going on. One important thing that I would like to quote here, that many people are saying that some sort of instability, or you may say instability, is existing there. But I recall one of the line of Ibn Khaldun, who had left almost 20 jobs under different states. And finally he said, had I not been, because there was an allegation of loyalty on him, so he said, had I not been left this kind of thing, I would not have been Ibn Khaldun today. So that probably that has inspired me, and because of that I am in the habit of, not staying at a particular place. I will not say leaving job, but I was not. Thereafter, during my academic journey, I wrote several pieces of writing which have been published in different journals and international journals. I presented my many paper, even 75 papers up to this time I have presented in the International and International Forum. Besides that, I am the author of three books also, and one is under final compilation. So that is the thing which I am doing at present. A recent development is that I was working with an editorial board, the Prestige of Government of India, that was the Sajeev essay on Indian art. So I started writing on that, I started working on that, and that has given me a wonderful experience of life, because I was, by this way, I was, more closer to the art form, as I believe that art says more rather than my words. So that was the thing. And presently even I am doing some work on this kind of thing. I have a dream. I don't know how long I will be able to, or how I will be able to do, but I had a dream, because I believe that the land where I am living at present, the land of Guru Nanak and many other stalwarts, I believe that there are many things which I have to write about this kind.
Sir, I've done a research based on your recent publication, Soul of Art, and I've heard that you went to Delhi for its publication and it's featured in the National Museum, which is a major achievement for you. So how do you think Indian art has shaped the Indian culture, and do you think the Indian art will receive international recognition?
I recall one of the line of Francis Bacon, where he has said that art is more vocal than that of your writing. So I believe in that. And obviously this project was a dream project for myself also, because it was a Government of India project and many great authors were working for that. They have written wonderful article in this one. And I had been given an opportunity to serve as editor in this group. So I was in the editorial board. Wonderful writings are found in this book, wonderful articles are there, and which is giving a glimpse of India's past. And that is responsible for it is helping us to integrate ourselves, to connect ourselves with the past. So many art forms are there, from fresco painting, from Ajanta and Ellora, from Bagh and Kanheri, to the stupas and their structure and their description. We have read also many, the Yakshini and the Yakshas, which have been major contributions, the modern period, then the Hellenistic art, then the Greek art. So all these are combined here, and we find that it was a wonderful experience of my life. It is a great achievement, I think.
Just last, before we end our interview, I would like do you have any message for the viewers or any advice to the youngsters?
It is of Iqbal that यही आईने फितरत है, यही असलूब फितरत है, जो है राहे अमल में गामजन वही महफूज़ है. This is the law of the nature, this is the custom of nature. One who is active, he is dearest to nature. So one who is inspired by this kind of thing, obviously he will work. Not necessarily that you need to be only writer. You have to be first a good reader. Then only you will be able to write. So I am 100% opposed to this mindset that first you have to start writing. I am of the opinion that first you have to be a good reader, and then only you will get different shades of information, different shades of opinion, and thereafter you will be. So my experiences are very, different. And myriad it is. Different type of experiences I have. I have the experience from the academics, I have the experience from World Bank, I have the experience of many other fields. And I interacted with the school level children. I mean, I was the principal, so I was interacting with the play school student, right? Play class, school classes. And thereafter, I was handling the postgraduate student. Nowadays, I am handling the PhD student. So these all experiences making my own experience quite rich, and this is responsible for what you call enriching my experience. So I would like to suggest only one thing to my younger generation, that read more, think more, introspect more, and try to translate your thinking into words that will make you certainly a good writer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time. This has truly been very inspiring, and we hope the very best for you, for your journey, and we hope to see many more of your incredible work. Thank you so much, sir, for this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me, and I would like to thanks again and again for enriching my own experiences of life. Thank you so much.